Well, there is new fallout today, including death threats over a book that pits the parenting styles of the East against the West. Author Amy Chua reportedly now getting death threats. She's a Yale Law School professor, but now reportedly getting death threats, seriously, death threats, in the wake of her new book titled Battle Hymn of the Tiger Mother. In it, she suggests that Asian American mothers are more successful at raising children because of their strict approach to parenting, and I do mean strict. And now it is Tiger Mom against Soccer Mom in the latest national debate. Stacey Nelkin is a parenting and relationship expert, and Dr. Henry Cloud is a clinical psychologist and author of The Law of Happiness. All right, panel, thank you both so much for being here. Dr. Cloud, let me start with you because you actually agree with Amy Chua and say that her theories, which I just want our viewers to know, this is, we said some in the teases. She never allowed her children to attend sleepovers, have a play date, be in a school play, watch TV, get any grade less than A, not be the #1 student in any subject except for gym and drama, play any instrument other than the piano and the violin, and she had some very strict disciplinary methods, including when the children fell behind, calling them garbage, threatening to bring all of their toys to the Salvation Army piece by piece until they mastered certain piano pieces, and so on. So our viewers know what we're talking about as you go on to defend her. Doctor.
That just sounds normal to me, right? No, I'm kidding, Megan. Look, you've got to divide the psycho stuff out of this, but here's what's really good. In our culture today, we don't hear enough in parenting about expectations, and there's a lot of research out that shows, now you've got to have warmth, certainly, but we've got to be holding kids to high expectations. And huge government study, like in the last few weeks, that strict parenting coupled with warmth produces the healthiest, happiest kids. It's just true. But you got to take the psycho stuff out of this.
Well, what about it? Because she says in her piece, Stacey, that in one study showed that almost 70% of Western mothers believe that stressing academic success is not good for your children, or they believe that parents need to foster the idea that learning is fun. Roughly 0% of Chinese mothers feel that way. Instead, they believe their children can be the best students and that they'd better be.
Listen, there's a price to pay. If you over-parent and if you're too strict, you're going to see a huge backlash. Like in Japan, there's a very high suicide rate amongst teenagers. You can go too far with this. There has to be a happy medium. You don't want fat and lazy kids, but you also don't want to stress them to the point where they hate learning, because then they will rebel, and where they hate you, because they also will rebel and run away.
She completely disagrees with that. She completely rejects that, saying no kid wants to sit and study. You have to force them. And it's easy for a Western mother to force her child to do 1 hour on the piano. The tough part comes in hours 2 and 3. And that's when you have to get strict and say, you'll do it. You'll do it, or you won't eat dinner, you won't eat lunch, you'll lose all of your social privileges. And she says that's your obligation, Dr. Cloud, because she says that's how you instill confidence in your child, and that's a gift you're giving him or her.
Megan, here's what parents have got to remember. Self-esteem does not come from a kid being told that they're special and wonderful and all of this. Self-esteem comes from one thing primarily, and that's being competent. And I'm not after the psycho screaming and threatening to throw the bunny in the street if you don't do your homework
garbage.
And all that. Yeah, all of that. But
this is very true. There is a study.
What's good about this, though, is that kids do well when there are standards that they have to meet, and then they can actually enjoy learning because they have successes, and that's very encouraging.
What about that, Stacey?
Well, the self-esteem part is actually very true. There's a study that's been done that shows that teenagers crave self-esteem comments more than sex, okay? More than being told they're beautiful, more than being told they're good. They want self-esteem comments. They want to know that they did well in a test. It's like working out. I do think that in parenting, when you work out, no pain, no gain. But there is a limit. So you do have to push, but,
she does not agree that there is a limit. She says happiness essentially comes from mastery. So happiness comes from straight A's, from being #1 in everything, from playing at Carnegie Hall before you turn 15, which her daughter did. She herself went to Harvard undergrad, Harvard Law School. Now she's a professor at Yale Law School, total overachiever. But she admits, Dr. Cloud, she admits, Dr. Cloud, she is not a happy person.
Right, exactly. She admitted that she does not have enjoyment in most things.
And you can't have one of the extremes.
Right.
You cannot have one of the extremes. Every bit of child rearing research, over the decades shows two factors. You've got to have warmth and you've got to have connection with your kids.
She says she had plenty of warmth.
She had plenty of warmth, and that's kind of the missing part of some of this story. Now, again, take the psycho stuff out of it. But if we have warmth without expectations, you get, confused, drug-addicted kids.
What happens? But let me just challenge you on that. Stacey, I'll get you to weigh in on it. What happens if you don't set high expectations for your children and you just shower them with warmth? Well, I can tell you, I personally was a product of that, and I wound up going to Syracuse and Albany Law School, which are not exactly the Harvards of upstate New York. But nonetheless, I did all right for myself.
But you seem like a very successful, happy, beautiful person. So, you don't want to have fat, lazy, spoiled kids. And that is true of our generation. A lot of the kids are being spoiled. And Amy Chua does talk about, how all the soccer moms, every kid is the best and all of these kind of things. And that's not true. But there is a price to pay when you push kids too hard.
Yeah, and they do talk about how some of these Asian American teens wind up trying to hurt their own parents, although she says her kids are very happy. I'm up against a hard break, Doctor. I'll give you the quick final word.
Megan, hold on a second. Megan, don't tell me you never had any expectations to turn in a paper on time to
well, that's the lowest bar possible. Listen, this is what I had. This is the most I ever had. My mom said, Megan, just FYI, they don't give cheerleading scholarships. That was it. I got to go. Good debate. Thank you both.
Thank you for having me.
New warnings today that the skyrocketing